this is the most detailed target China has announced for reducing the greenhouse gas emissions, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And as the old saying goes, Sally, winners deliver results, not excuses. It's a real contrast to President Trump's speech where he called climate change a hoax.
So what are the main areas that Beijing will focus on to achieve these targets, do you think?
Well, he's put them, all the targets up there. I mean, there's nothing, he talked about cars, that it's switching over to EVs. He wants to deepen global cooperation. He's talked about how, fossil fuels will become less and less. I mean, these are all very, very specific, that 7 to 10% from the peak levels of 2035 in terms of greenhouse gas emissions, cutting the share of energy consumption to 30%, expanding wind and solar, as you pointed out, to 3.6 gigawatts. I mean, 1,000 gigawatts. So this is big stuff. This is exactly what the Paris climate change envisioned countries coming forward with. I think it's very important that she did this because he's giving confidence to countries that they should speak out. They should talk about the future, not be cowed by somebody who doesn't believe in it.
And he made the point that green and low carbon transition is the trend of our times. And in an apparent reference to the US, some countries are against it. Is China capitalizing on the US retreat when it comes to green energy?
This kind of narrative, if I jump in a river, you can't say I'm capitalizing on your willingness to, hurt yourself. I mean, this is purely the United States going in a direction that the rest of the world is not. Climate change is here. We see it every day, rising, levels of the sea. We see it in terms of mountains, in terms of the amount of ice coverage going away. I mean, it's hard to believe that anybody doesn't believe that, but that's the case. Right now, Xi Jinping isn't talking about, vague ideas or what he thinks about climate change. He's saying, look, we have to have a plan, serious, we're going to lead. And this idea that somehow that's capitalizing on U.S. inaction is absolutely wrong. It has nothing to do. U.S. is going in its direction. China's going in its.
Environmental consciousness and sustainability, though, is very much a part of the social fabric of everyday life as well. That is a big part of allowing China to have that extra leg up in terms of reaching these goals. How might Xi and his government try and infiltrate education systems and get people to take responsibility and accountability for their own behaviours in everyday life, and be it business, schools, and young and old alike?
Results speak volumes, and quite frankly, China's willingness to lead and the confidence of its people in the Chinese government. You can look at poll after poll done by U.S. polling entities. It expresses that the Chinese people have confidence in their government. They're more likely to follow the dictates of the guidance of a entity that you believe in. And this is absolutely essential. And right now, if you have a country that's divided, that says they're climate deniers, that they shouldn't do anything, that it's going in the wrong direction, no one's going to follow anything. It's, you just get polarized politics. In China, everybody, I mean, the vast majority, well over 90%, believe that climate change is an issue and that they will act to be part of the solution rather than the problem.
All right, Einar Tangen, we'll leave it there. Thanks very much for your time.